It's Transformers96 here with another video. Going to be talking about some newly shown Hot Toys items. This time it is going to be the regular Death Troopers as well as the Death Trooper Specialist Deluxe version. So these are the two new Rogue One Troopers that Hot Toys has revealed. They have already revealed and put on pre-order and released the Death Trooper Specialist, but they have done like an updated version of that, which I would imagine is to the dismay of many people who already purchased that figure and wanted those new accessories, but unfortunately that's what they did, and they've also shown the regular Death Trooper. So I'll be talking about the images for these Death Troopers, as well as what they come with and everything, but I will also be doing a shot at the end here where I'm going to be talking about all three different versions of Death Troopers and letting you know what are the differences as far as the figures go, in case you're wondering. So, or you're confused, because they're very similar, all of them, of course. So here's the regular Death Trooper. As you can see, looking quite nice. I think that the Death Troopers are pretty skinny in this new movie, and figures like the Black Series Death Troopers, their regular versions are so skinny that they just look odd. I figured that the same type of thing would happen with the Hot Toys one, however it doesn't seem to be. I think that the Hot Toys version of the regular Death Trooper looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't look like he's super thin. He doesn't look odd or anything like that, which is nice. Now, if I was going to pick one, would I go with the regular or the specialist? I think the specialist is just better, just because it does give him some more bulk, and then he's got more on him, and it's more interesting, more stuff to look at, things like that. So I think the specialist is, of course, the one to go with. However, the regular one I think looks pretty solid, and if you wanted to get multiple Death Troopers, you don't have to just get a bunch of specialists. I think that the regular troopers would look great as well too, so I do like that quite a bit. He comes with all three guns, which is nice. He might be the only trooper that comes with all three guns. I'm not sure. He comes with the long extended rifle. He comes with the main rifle that looks like it has a kind of a big barrel to it, and he comes with the handgun. The Deluxe Specialist, which they've also shown, his like official image of what he comes with the long rifle and the handgun, but he's not shown with this. However, I'm very surprised that he wouldn't actually come with that weapon, so I'm not 100% sure if he's going to come with it or not. And then he does come with a base. It's a very standard base. Lately, or with all of the Rogue One figures that have gone on pre-order, their bases have some sort of image of the character at the top. This one does not have that. This one is just a plain glossy black top. And then he comes with a full set of hands, of course, the standard hands that you'd expect. And there are lights at the chin area and the side of the head. As we keep going, you get more images of the standard Death Trooper, looking quite nice, and him holding, multiple weapons. I guess that's all that. All right. And then going over, let's see, the Death Trooper Specialist Deluxe version. It's very confusing, but as you can see, he's looking great. He's the exact same as the other one, basically, except he has the stuff that makes him a specialist, which is the pauldron, as well as this little pouch at this shoulder, and then the pouches and grenades at the torso that's all connected by a few harnesses and straps. And as you can see, this is looking great. I think that, it's almost identical to the other specialist. However, this one does look really nice, and the accessories are what he comes with that makes him different. So what he comes with that's different is that he, as you can see, only is showing the rifle and the handgun, but maybe he'll come with the other medium-sized gun, not sure. Comes with the standard set of hands, and then his deluxe accessories are the base being an environmental base, or an environment base, which does, the design of the base is awesome. It's too small. I'll show you a picture of it so you can really see just how small it is. And it comes with the Stormtrooper doll. This doll we obviously see a picture of the Death Trooper holding in one of the stills from Rogue One. Most likely that's Jin's doll as a child, so we'll have to see in the movie to make sure. However, I think that's just really cool that he comes with that accessory. I think that is a great accessory for him. The base itself, as you can see, it's awesome that it has a bit of a hill, so you can have him like kind of perched up on the hill, just like we saw in that image of him from the promotional images where he's got like the fire behind him and things. That was like the first real good look at the Death Trooper. So to have a base that kind of mimics that is awesome, but it's so small. Like his other foot is barely on this thing. I don't understand why they couldn't have just made this a bit bigger. You know, it doesn't have to be much bigger, just a bit bigger, just so that he fits better on it and it doesn't look like this very little, you know, piece that he's trying to stand on. So I do like the idea of the base. I think that it's executed relatively poorly, unfortunately. As far as the 3 different versions of the Death Troopers go, we have the Specialist on the left there. That's the one that went on pre-order on, I believe, the beginning of September. And then we have the middle one, which is a standard Death Trooper, and then the one on the right, which is Death Trooper Specialist Deluxe version. So as far as the armor goes, the base figure is exactly the same. There's nothing different to it. The heads are different, though. The standard Death Trooper and the Deluxe Specialist have an extra piece on the side of their head, that kind of like, I don't know what you'd call it, but this little thing, this kind of like scope on the side of their helmets that also lights up, while the regular Specialist does not have that. And then, as far as the Specialists go, their pouches and everything are exactly the same on both of them. So the only difference between the actual basic figure is the head sculpts being the same on these two and different on this one. And then as far as accessories go, their accessories are all kind of different. They all come with a handgun. And then this medium rifle, it looks like only the Specialist and the regular one comes with it. And this long rifle, it looks like only the regular one and the Specialist Deluxe come with it. And then, of course, these two, the Specialist and the regular one, come with standard bases that are the same, except for the Specialist has print on the top of his. And then the Deluxe one comes with an environment base and the Stormtrooper doll. So that is basically the differences between the 3 different Death Troopers as far as Hot Toys goes. So, you know, you can kind of pick which one you like the best. If you want the one that's coming out the soonest, that's going to be this one. I mean, this one is out in Hong Kong and everything. I think that the United States should be getting it within the next 2 weeks, maybe. So I think that if you want one now, this is definitely going to be the one to get. If you're willing to wait, I think that this one is the best, just because I like the Stormtrooper doll. I think that the thing on the side of the face looks a bit better. It's not like it's not needed, but I think that it does look better. And then I like the long rifle. I think that looks quite nice with them as well. As far as the price on all of these, the Specialist is $235. And at the time of filming this, the regular and Specialist Deluxe have not gone on pre-order yet, and it's been several days since these pictures have been shown. So it is very strange that they're not on pre-order, and that dumb porcelain repaint of the Stormtrooper is already on pre-order today, and it's Thursday at the time of filming this, so I can imagine that these aren't going to go on pre-order today, since they've already put something out on pre-order. So I think that we might have to wait till Friday, maybe next week, before these are on pre-order for some reason. Usually they go on pre-order the next day, but this time it's taking a lot longer, so I don't know what the reason for that is, but hopefully they'll be on pre-order soon. I believe that they're scheduled for release between the first and second quarter of 2017, and as far as the price points go, we don't know yet, but I would imagine they're going to be very similar to this one. I would imagine this one will be slightly cheaper and this one will be slightly more expensive. This one was $235, so I'm thinking maybe $225 for this one, and maybe $240 for this one. That's my guess, but we'll have to see how it goes. So there you go. That's kind of my showing you of the regular Death Trooper and the Specialist Deluxe Death Trooper, as well as a bit of a comparison between the 3 different Death Troopers that Hot Toys is producing. As far as what I'm going to get, I plan to get none of them at the moment. I'm going to wait until I see the movie, and I'm going to wait until these things go down in price. All of the Troopers from The Force Awakens didn't sell very well. They're all still in stock, and therefore they have had discounts in, later on. So I think that I'm just going to wait a few months after their releases until I can get them at a good price. As far as which ones I personally want, I think I want the Specialist Deluxe one the most. However, if I have to settle for one of the other two just because of that they're the best price or something, I wouldn't mind that, because I think that they both look good. So yeah, so there you go. That's my kind of breakdown and what I plan to do with the Hot Toys Death Troopers. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think of these figures.